Welcome to Switch It Up. And as you can see, we're cold. This is like 2.0 for Switch It Up. If you go back about 3.5 years ago when we started our journey, we're outside of Nashville. It snowed that day.
It did.
And we were freezing, and congratulations, we're doing it again as we make our way back down south.
It's like deja vu, just
it is.
point two.
It is so weird. It's like, it's deja vu and all over the place.
We're headed to Florida. We spent a great night in a Harvest Host last night. Yesterday was our first day traveling in our new setup.
Yeah.
We've got some things to figure out.
Yeah, and everyone, when we were doing starting this, everyone's like, well, are you going to be able to stay in certain places? We honestly don't know. Like,
we're going to find out today.
Yeah, we got to stay here.
Yes, Harvest Host is great for that.
So we're going to do a quick intro, and then we'll come back and kind of catch you up to speed.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Okay, so here's the thing. Harvest Host. We use this a lot when we travel. And when we were heading down here, we needed a one-nighter. And so you were on the app looking around to see if we could find something outside of Nashville.
And this is in Clarksville, Tennessee. It's a great Harvest Host. I wish it was a little warmer so we could enjoy it. They've got a great space. The building is
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's a distillery. You can smell that mash when you walk in, but food was fantastic.
And they've only been open, I think, 3 weeks.
The restaurant's nice. The distillery's been open for a long time.
It's great, though.
Yes, we've enjoyed that. Now, today, we're headed out, and how very fitting we're going to spend our very first RV park. It's very fitting that we're headed to Talona Ridge,
Where we all started.
Well,
I mean, our biggest event was there the very first.
yes, if you're new to our channel, it is very fitting. We really only thought we were going to be out about 10 months and kind of traveled all around, but then we had an event called a huddle at Talona Ridge, and that's where things just kind of changed for us. So we're going to go back there. It's quite very fitting we started this new chapter of this journey down there.
So we have about a 5-hour drive today. I am freezing. It's kind of windy, it's loud, so sorry if the audio is bad. The other camera was not working, so you got GoPro today. I'm sorry, it's just the way Switch It does things sometimes, but it's not shaky footage, so you should be happy with that.
Okay, so this Harvest Host has a distillery. You can do a distillery tour, have a whole bottle shop, but there's some people in here doing the tour right now. It's got that great mash aroma that if you've been on any distillery tour. Then they have a restaurant and something they call Silo Park. Look at this cool building. But we ate here last night. The food is phenomenal, and you guys should definitely come and check this Harvest Host out. It's in Clarksville, Tennessee, and great food, great atmosphere, and it's Harvest Host. So one of the things we love about Harvest Host is just the different things you get to see along the way. It was just a great night. And so now we're gonna head out. Todd's hooking up, getting things ready to go. We're gonna head down. This is a great Harvest Host, and now we're gonna go down to our favorite RV park. Actually, it's an RV resort. We'll see how the driving goes today, and then we'll have our very first testing of getting into an RV site. So hang on with us for the day. Let's see how the day goes, but I think it's gonna be eventful. But check out Old Glory Distillery and Company. Was phenomenal. Really liked it a lot. Actually, I see that patio back there. My first thought was, it's a would be a great place to do a meet and greet, meet up, hang out with the crew. Let's go see if Todd's ready to roll. It should be a fun day. He's doing his walk around. Pre-check. Things just got a little more complicated for us as far as just travel day. And we got to make our lists and figure all that out. It's going to take some time, get things organized, figure out where everything goes. But most important is just safety when you have something this big. And so that's what he's doing now. Safety check. Hey, you think you're about ready to roll out?
We have to confer our routes.
Yes.
So we're on the same page.
I think 24 is going to take us all the way through down to Chattanooga, and then we're going to hit 75. So 24 through Nashville. It's so hard not to stop in Nashville. I love that city. And then Chattanooga
To Dalton.
should hit 75 right here in Chattanooga. So we'll be looking for 75 south, Dalton, over.
We upgraded our GPS to one for like truckers. The other one, the 895, that's a great thing to use because you can put in your RV dimensions, and that's what we have. Sheila has that in the Bronco. Yes.
I'm driving the Bronco.
So we just have to make sure we're on the same thing. But if you're looking for a GPS, the Garmin 895 is what we've been using for a while. This one is like the diesel something or another, and it has a dash cam on the front, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think a dash cam is important in this situation. All those curves. Oh my gosh.
Maybe I should take the camera with me.
That's a lot of curves.
Yeah, today will be. Yesterday was a lot of straight roads. I-70.
It's a lot of curves.
Yeah, a lot of straight roads. Today you're going to start climbing up into a little bit of mountains and with some curves. You know, one day at a time, one little thing, one new thing at a time. Speaking of that, are you getting out of here going that way?
Yeah, I'm going to give it my best shot.
We need 2 GoPros, I have a feeling. One for in here and one for me to record what's
I can't
happening.
video while I'm driving, so there's too much going on.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You can't do a lot of things while you're driving now.
No. All right, let's.
You ready?
Yeah, you're good on your route.
Yep. Good luck, babe.
Good luck.
Sunlight, dearest sunlight.
Okay, we got a mile. You need to come over.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Oh, it's a double.
Dearest
It's a double.
sunlight, I would like to come out of the womb. Something in me
Here we go.
feels like
Time for a little restroom break. We had some massive hills coming up, so we're gonna see what Todd thought of that. But here he comes. He's making it. Okay, I'm a little biased, but that thing is pretty. Oh, you know what's also beautiful? This part of the country. Man, just this whole, we're right outside of Chattanooga. Grass is turning green. The water's flowing out of the side of the mountains or rocks. It's beautiful. Come out and see. Oh, what a beautiful world we have.
It's the most glamorous video we've done in a bathroom. Rest stop.
I told him we were going. When it's time for a rest stop, but I wanted to see how you were doing.
I'm doing fine. I will say that going uphill,
Yeah, are you a little
it is
chugga?
slow.
Well, you
compared to the
weigh-
Ram, man, the Ram would just blow up a hill. Really.
Well, it went
I
up
know.
the hill with like 18,000 pounds. You're like pulling 40 something.
45.
Yeah. So, give
It's a
old
little
Mac,
bit of a difference.
give Mac a little break.
Men,
Men, we're hanging out in the
we
men's bedroom.
bring you nothing but the best. I'll
Bring-
switch it up.
Bring it into the restroom.
Yeah, it is something. Really is.
Well, let's do a little walkie walk, get some exercise. We're 2 hours to go. We're in Chattanooga, or outside Chattanooga. 2 hours to go before we get to Talona Ridge. It's just really surreal. Like this is year 4, and something just very special about Talona Ridge for us. It's where things just shifted, where we went from thinking that we were gonna go home, back to our normal jobs and back to our friends and our family that are there, and just this sense of community and what's happening in the RV space, and just the people that are out in the RV world, people you meet across the United States. It's just, it gave it a purpose. And what we're doing in this new trailer, going back there and starting there where the purpose kind of really was birthed, and like to start this next chapter with that, I guess I'm just kind of having one of those moments of, wow. It's quite amazing what has happened in 4 years, and it's like we have new family and new friends and new places we call home, and Talona is one of those. So I'm looking forward to getting there and just starting this next chapter. So, what a ride and a blessing it's been. And just thank you for following along and being a part of it. It means a lot. And I don't know what's in front of us, but we're gonna go together, right? Looks like he's ready to roll.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass
Spectacular. Beautiful.
among the flowers. We just let the days pass by.
These other trucks are just flying by us.
People
Professional
would tell
drivers.
us to get a grip of
All the
ourselves
time.
and get a job.
But we
We
need to
didn't
get
care what
over
we were told, cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time.
It's a little bit like coming home. I'm gonna try to get us checked in before Todd arrives, and then we can go right to our site.
It was impossible to make us embarrassed, we were free.
No, it would have been harder.
We got to remember that E1, because of the angle of where that comes in.
Yeah.
You go down in the cul-de-sac, and I will turn and pull through our site.
Okay.
Although I might need to come and make sure you don't run over anybody in the cul-de-sac.
They're moving the kids out of the way. That's very nice of them.
Obviously they love their children. So I'm right here at this corner. This is us.
Okay.
Don't run over the guy on the bike.
I could turn pretty tight, actually.
Yeah, but then I'm worried how you're gonna turn into this one right here.
I know. I got it.
I know you got it. Okay, I'm gonna get through and then I'll get out.
Songs on the terrace, we didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It wasn't possible to make us embarrassed, we were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out.
So I need to come back and march off 8 feet if we want to put the back deck down.
No, I think I pretty much can see where 8 feet's gonna be. So you're about 3 feet before you're gonna stop.
Okay.
All right, stop there. Let's take a look. Big pull through spaces. That was easy peasy. We'll wait to do a back in after we've had a few more days under our belt first.
Got a little rain, but
It's a couple of days to put some stuff away.
We have.
Kinda...
We're going to show you some of that stuff when we get a little sunshine tomorrow. But we're just out walking in Talona Ridge. We really like it here. It's probably one of our favorite RV parks.
I would say so. The views, you just, sunset, sunrises of the Blue Ridge Mountains, beautiful. But there's a food truck here tonight, so I thought,
yeah, we'll go see if
let's
there's
go see what
live
there's
entertainment, some food.
Yeah. See what's going on up at the clubhouse. What do they call that? It's not a clubhouse up here.
Event space.
I remember Wes was trying to come up with some weird name for it one time. Like the Hawk's Nest or something.
Is that barbecue? No. Is it?
it?
I don't know. It looks like barbecue. There's a pig on
There's
it.
a pig. Usually there's a pig.
If there's a pig, it's barbecue.
Pig and a Jeep. That's and he's on fire. I think we're probably.
Hey, take one of our cars.
Okay.
Look at, they have Kansas City barbecue sauce.
That's what these guys are running. But yeah, we can do like big whole hog, low country boils and everything.
Okay.
Nice.
When y'all get together.
I think I'm supposed to talk to Wes and Will tomorrow. I think that would be a whole hog would be super fun. Music, and then it's happy hour inside. So you can go in,
Relax.
meet some new people.
Get some off the road barbecue, grill and barbecue.
But even when it's raining, look at that view.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Like,
It is. You can't even capture it.
nope. You just
Great
have to
view.
come here. See it yourself.
They finally, what they finally did is they made all these sites pull-ins for all you guys that have A's. So you have that views. So that's pretty cool.
Trying to get some forehead riding news. Strange how the night moves. In the summertime. Oh, in the sweet summertime.
Shakedown trip. I haven't been on a one wheel for months because we have been so busy building. But I thought, what better place to go on a little one wheel ride than at Talona Ridge? Okay, can we just talk about this? We've been to Talona Ridge multiple times for multiple events. From the pool to the clubhouse to live music. There's so many awesome things here. The sites, they're long, they're big, and there's so many different things you can do. And you get the view. It's become probably one of our, well, I would say it is our favorite park. We've been to a lot of nice RV parks across the United States. And people kept asking, well, can you get in? Were you gonna be able to go to RV parks? Well, I think we proved we can. So there's lots of RV parks now that are accommodating big rig friendly. One thing about Talona, there's like 3 different areas for camping. You've got the top, which will be Eagle Crest, and then you got the Falcon, and I think, I can't remember what the bottom area is down here. It just makes it unique that you can choose the different location that you want to be. But if you're down low, in the lower area, you have way, I think it's Hawk Valley, there it is. You have way less wind down here. Whereas if you're up on top, you're definitely catching the brunt of the wind. So if you're staying down low, you're closer to the dog park and all that fun stuff. Now, the coolest part is, like, we've stayed here enough times to really have a lay of the land, right? We've stayed in different areas. They are getting ready to, off on this other side, to build a whole new pool for just kids, and they're putting in a restaurant. So now we'll be able to come here and be able to eat. And I think almost 6 miles of bike trails are going in across the street in the next 12 months. So there's so many cool things that is happening here, and they keep expanding. I think that's what makes it so unique. And just being in 𝐿𝐵𝐺 is just an amazing town in itself. So I just thought I'd share as I kind of go out on a one-wheel ride. Sheila is up on the top, putting stuff away, and we'll just check in with her. What an amazing place to go for our first kind of shakedown trip and get kind of unpacked and get some feet underneath us. Very blessed. If you remember, Talona Ridge was the very first place we had our first huddle. Up on top of the hill up here, they actually put a plaque in the ground to thank all the switch crew for coming from all over across the United States to kick off Talona Ridge. So if you're coming to Talona Ridge, make sure you mention Switch It Up. Save yourself a little money. They have a little discount code with Switch It Up. So by all means do that, because you are getting ready to treat yourself to something pretty special. I can say that with confidence. Since I had knee surgery, it's taken me a while to build back up to where I was prior to knee surgery riding the one wheel. So prior to that, I would just jump, you know, go over curbs and grass and everything else. Now, a little more tender until I can build back up some stamina. But can we talk about the site and some of the things that we have encountered as we've come here? So we've been able to test the LED wall, of course, and put it out. So they made the adjustments in an adjustable arm. We were able to try out the sound system and blast out this whole thing. It was a lot of fun. There's some things that people are asking, well, what about setup and teardown? So the decks, first time I've done the decks, right? So it took me a minute to figure out the configuration and how things go together. They custom made the decks. So, well, not the decks themselves, they come from Champion Door, but the railings. So the railings are a little thicker, as you can see, and they fold together a particular way. So learning how that worked did take me a little bit. And since they're not assisted by, like on the Grand Designs, they're assisted by like a shock or counterweight, these are not. So they're a little heavier to put down. Now the other thing though that I've had to learn, well, if you're gonna stay at Talona Ridge and you're gonna stay up top on the Eagle Crest, bring extra sewer hose. For whatever reason, I mean, I think we're close to 35 feet from there to there, and it's not just us, it's anyone that parks here in the center. They've made the outside all A's so they can have the amazing views. So if you're staying in the center up on top, you got to have the extra sewer hose just to get from your hookups. It's crazy, but it's a little tidbit. So I'm learning. So you know we have the solar system, right? So Enduro has taken care of all of our battery stuff. So, and we have all of this. The big thing I'm trying to learn now is the Victron components. So they put the screen here versus on inside, because in the inside we'll end up being able to use the Garmin. The Garmin's waiting for some programming stuff before it starts showing up inside. So screens here. So when we're not hooked up to shore power, I'm still trying to learn how all that works. So all of you guys that are techies and you understand all the solar stuff, This is just one of the components that we're having to figure out and learn as we go. Because with the quattros and how all the power is done, it's just a whole different ball game. But that's part of it. Putting down the decks, putting up the decks, putting things away. It's a shakedown trip. I'm just so happy that I was able to come down here, do a big turnaround in this loop, and then do a pull through. Now, if you're gonna watch our next videos, I gotta learn how to back up. The next place we're going to is a big park and there's only back ends. So that'll be the first back end experience. We'll go in and see what Sheila's doing. And I can show you, it looks like she's got her office down and she put pictures on the wall. We're not done. We're probably 85% done, but we'll run in and see what she's got cooking. The sun finally came out. Oof. Sheila. Oh, she's hiding. I don't know where she is. Where are you? Oh, she's in her office. Okay, we don't mind us. We're still trying to put stuff away. Shooting video to share with everyone.
I'm working on the next month's newsletter.
Oh, look at that. There's a plug. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, you might want to do that before it comes out. And you go to our website, 𝐵𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴.
And we need to come up with some sort of we need to tint these windows. I'm waiting for the sun to go down because it's going to be beautiful, I am sure.
Yeah, we got to get some light.
The sun is blaring through, but we're going to need we need something.
Something. We need some treatment. Window
Yes.
treatment or some sort.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful, but right now it's a little bright right there. See?
Okay, so Lost Thoughts. I was telling them how this is the park that was perfect for us to come and, do our dry run or our shakedown trip.
Absolutely. Nice and big. It was easy for you to get in here.
It was easy for me to get into, and that counted.
That did count. You made it look super simple.
So now what? Where are we going next? What's getting ready to happen?
Your next one, though, you're going to have a back end, so that ought to be fun.
Yes.
And yeah, but I'm enjoying having a space. We've almost got everything put away. Got the few things I need to go shopping for. But
Okay. I like this desk.
yeah.
This all folds up. What is this up here? Everyone's going to ask, why is this desk like this?
Well, I'm an external processor, so that there's a whiteboard. And then this is a whiteboard here, so when it's up, then I can process as well. Make all the to-dos. But then when you fold it all up, then it can come down and be a Murphy bed. So we needed like a multi-purpose room, like a bonus room. It can be many things.
It can be many things.
Yeah.
And then these doors, they can open up and you have all that wonderful fresh air. It's hot back here.
Well, I think
It's like a sauna.
It feels good. That's why I'm gonna like it. And I can close the door
Get rid of me.
and get rid of you, just like that.
Huh.
And Todd's gone. Oh,
You
wait,
make it act like that's a bonus.
you're still here.
This lighting's bad for video.
I know.
Okay. And with all that being said, we are heading out to the next adventure. Just wanted to share where we're doing, what's going on, and get you up to speed.
We're headed to Florida. I gotta pick up that motorcycle.
Oh, the motorcycle. Yes. We definitely need to pick up the motorcycle.
Yes. All right. I gotta get back to this newsletter.
And I guess what I'll do is I'll end with this so you can see the view outside the deck while Sheila's waiting for the sunset. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, be a doer of all things. That's what we like to say here. And look forward to see what the adventures hold this year. I know the next 2 weeks are going to be a little hectic as we're trying to figure out this new rhythm. I think we're going on a hike tomorrow. We've got some adventures planned. So it's not all going to be about the RV. But most people are asking, what's the setup like? What's the drive like? So we figured as long as we're doing this and we're in this phase, we might as well share along with that. So if you'd like to see something in a future video, leave a comment down below. We'll see what we can do. But other than that, with all that being said, we are You already know what I'm going to say. We're up.